morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the World Series of Free Enterprise Appleseed Final Table. I am KwehstopherWarken, and beside me I've got Nits Guy. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome everyone. It's going to be a great race. On this channel, you're going to see 4 of the qualifiers here. We've got Dustygriff, we've got Simbu, or Simbu 9, and we've also got Fleury14, and we have Eternal Newbie. So it's going to be a great race, everyone. Definitely tune in, and that's what you're going to see there.
Yeah, and just to go over just the flags here real quick, you expect to see this one fly by real quick one. Everything is available both in the shops. Shops are free. Everything's going to be available in the chests. But since everything is going to be available in the shops for free, I don't expect to see anyone opening very many chests, if at all. As you can see, we've got a Fusoya start, and he's going to be full power straight out of the gate. Our key items are going to be in their vanilla locations, but randomized. So it's just going to be the original key item locations, just shuffled in amongst themselves. And the pass is going to be in the shop, so it will be quick and easy to find.
Absolutely. Again, beyond just one chest, I definitely wouldn't expect anyone else to open many chests, at least not on purpose. Again, we're highlighting 4 streamers here. My goodness, it's been a long day. You can definitely watch the other 8 with this link here. With our partners at Randomania and Free Enterprise, and also thank you so much to RPG Limit Break for allowing us to stream this amazing final table. Note, the winner may or may not be on our stream, but the winner will receive 12 points, second will receive 11, and so on and so forth to the goal of final champion. And we're just about going to be underway here. I do see in the IRC chat that the race will begin, and I expect that to start any second now. We're just waiting through the delay.
Yep, and it looks like they are off. As he said, we may not have the ultimate winner here in this chat or here on this stream, but we've got Dustygriff and we've got Simbu, and those 2 are among my top picks for top finishers here. What do you think, Nick?
There are a lot of great runners. Penguin is in this race. Rivers McCallum is in this race. Couch 23 decided, I'm just going to run one race and be good enough to qualify as a wild card. Anything could be happening. We have a hook start. This could definitely change the table. You got a full powered Foo and a really, really low powered best pal in the world, Porum, as our starting items here. So you could definitely see the racers go in different directions. Will definitely be interesting to see as Simbu and Eternal Newbie are out of the gate here. Simbu going to Agard, it appears.
Yep, Dustygriff went straight for Mysidia, although catching some lag here. Catches a couple of items. Fleury went straight into Baron. I didn't quite catch what he grabbed there in the shop.
I didn't quite either, but we do see Eternal Newbie going straight into the fight to get Yang. His goal is probably just to look at a key item and get a free character, knowing he has a full-powered Foo. It looks as though his goal is to get a full party as soon as possible and get as many key items as soon as possible. So far, avoiding the hook bait, as it will.
Speaking of party members, Dustygriff picking up Edge and Yang in Mysidia. Meanwhile, Fleury has headed up to... oh geez, name of it blank.
He's going up to Troya, it appears.
Thank you, Troya. He found life potions and a Bahamut summon, and now he's going to check that free key item from Edward lying in the bed. Yeah, and Dustygriff is not far behind.
Just as a reminder, as we see Eternal Newbie pick up the tower key, and it looks as though it's the Earth Crystal at Edward. In the no free lunch flag, which is pretty popular, they basically run, you avoid Edward, but with free lunch on, Edward does have a key item, so definitely a free check there, and definitely very important to do so. Looks as though nothing extremely useful in the Baron item shop there for Eternal Newbie. Using that exit definitely saves you some time, so you might as well use it. Foo's got it. He's got a lot of MP. I don't blame him.
Fleury has hopped into Kaipo and picked up, I believe it was Blizzards, and those are probably going to be the priority strat here, at least for him. And what those do, along with a couple of other of the Japanese items that are available in the game, is they will do elemental damage based on your current hit points. So what you'll see is, and he finds Soma drops in Agert, is what you'll see them do for most of the game, especially once they find gold apples, is just max out their hit points, and then use these items to deal tons of damage to all their enemies, one-shotting most everything in the game up until late in bosses.
For sure. So we've got Eternal Newbie making a very, very bold play. Nope. Decides to nope out of that bold play to go up ordeals. He's going to decide, I'm going to go to Fabul instead. No, who knows? We'll wait on. Well, it looks like Newbie is going to go pick up the hovercraft so that he can dive. So that will be an interesting play. As it looks as though Simbu is going to go down into Kaipo and see. He's looking for the pass. He's looking for apples, ideally gold apples. He's also looking for some J items that never made it to the US version, which are based on your hit points and your damage for your hit points. So he's looking for those as well. There's Blizzard, there's Lit Bolt, and there's Firebomb. So once you get those apples, you can really do a ton of damage.
Speaking of the pass, Fleury found it in Silvaria, just as Dustygriff has picked up Yang in the Baron Inn. So we know where the pass is. It's in Silvaria. Now we just got to find that crystal, and we will be off to the races. As long as we also need to find those gold apples to make the Big Bang survivable in that final fight.
Question in chat from Graceless Gamer. Are these through all the final matches? This is the final match for this flag set, the Appleseed flag set. If you go to ff4fe.com, you can definitely see yourself what the flags are. There's a preset that you can drop down in regards to that. So I would definitely check that out. As we have Simbu diving Antlion Cave and running into the Kaipo guards. We'll see. Maybe this is where the value will be. We will find that out in just a moment, folks.
Fleury has taken on the Fabul defense, taken out Pale Dim, and we'll find out what the reward is here in just a moment. Meanwhile, Dustygriff is diving the Antlion Cave. Fleury finds the Luca key in the Fabul defense, and there's the Magma key at Simbu in the Antlion Cave. So Dustygriff will be grabbing that here real quick.
Rewarded, not getting baited by the hook. Now it looks as though Eternal Newbie, as a result, may be falling a little bit behind, knowing that you can quickly get underground, which is where Simbu probably wants to be at this point. He is going to check out Fabul though, so we'll get that. Eternal Newbie is going to pick up Keen. In this flag set, probably not the best character, simply because to apple them up definitely can take some extra time. No apples in the Fabul gift shop. And we're going to definitely see. I'm curious what Eternal Newbie is going to do next here. He's going to continue up the tower the full way, it appears.
Although at this rate, he may just be the first one underground because everyone else is still clearing out the overworld.
It could work either way. I'm surprised that Simbu, knowing that he has the Magma Key, doesn't go underground. There are a lot of easy free key items. With the glitches going on, definitely Dwarf Castle could be a play very quickly. Could also get that free Sheila check. Maybe she has the goods, potentially.
There's also that free the key item chest in the Fey March. There's that, and so you never know.
And Luca key for Fabul. Now, all of our runners know with this flag set that is useless because there is a glitch in the vanilla game where you can warp out of the dwarf castle and it actually takes you into the darkness where the vanilla darkness crystal is in Sealed Cave, and basically you can get that free item without having to trudge through Sealed Caves. So
Fleury has made his way into Damsien to pick up that hovercraft and has found himself an edge, so it's double edge. Could it be a double-edged sword?
It could be. Eternal Newbie has a double edge. He'd like a double foo, I'm sure, as he's going to try and take on Bahamut here in the first spot here at Upper Babel. And I think he'll be good there. Yeah, he is definitely through there.
Meanwhile, Dustygriff has dropped the magma key down the well, and he should be underground here momentarily.
So we do see Octomom, the boss behind this. This might just be, again, more of a pain than anything else, although Octo hitting hard, giving Porm the nap she sorely needs after carrying the team. And by carrying the team, I mean not carrying the team.
She's like, what, 6? She needs her nap.
Something like that. I have a 2.5-year-old. He naps quite a bit. We do see Dusty here really quickly. He's going to dive that Fey March key item. Definitely a solid play there if it pans out for him.
Yeah, so and Simbu's is hot on his heels. Twin Harp in the Fey March, so that could lead to something, although it could just be nothing. And Silver Apples in the Fey March.
Yeah.
Not the preferred apple, but it'll do in a pinch.
Yep. So there are 2 types of apples for those who might not be familiar with the Japanese game. There are silver apples or AG apples, which will increase your character's hit points by 50, their max HP. There are AU apples or gold apples, which will increase by 100. So in a game where we need to go fast, increasing your HP by 100 is a lot faster than increasing it by 50, that's for sure. And it looks as though, unfortunately, Dusty may have just given up. We will see. He is going to land at Dwarf Castle here. I have unconfirmed reports in chat that there are gold apples in Dwarf Castle. We'll definitely see if that is absolutely true here as Eternal Newbie continues to knock down Octoman, who has over 20,000 HP in this spot. He's real mean. And we do see
there were gold apples in the Dwarf Castle along with elixirs, so Dwarf Castle is definitely a good play.
Yeah, and so he did pick up elixirs. That will definitely make his fight a lot faster. You do see a type of plinking that has come along. Simbu was nice enough to employ this strat where you can save a couple of frames by plinking with A and R. So sometimes on Dusty's stream you will not even see the pointer go over. And you see that there, and you can see it is faster. It's overall, like you see him just eating all those apples. 99 apples is a lot of apples to eat, let me tell you folks. A lot.
Yeah, so don't get me wrong, I love me some apples, but dang, yo.
And just peeking over at Dusty there, he's got the red that could be 3 dark imps there. We'll definitely see how that works out.
Yep, that is definitely 3 dark imps as the first boss of the Dwarf Castle. So a couple of quakes and they are roasted.
Nelson DHA asks in chat, where's Pass? Pass is in Silveria or Silvera. And yeah, he makes quick work of those.
Not even a quake, just a quick lip bolt.
Yeah. It is in Silvera. That has been confirmed. Thank you to chat for helping me out in regards to that. Now the question is, who lies behind? As we see, unfortunately, Eternal Newbie going for the low-hanging fruit with the Fey March chest, but unfortunately is not going to be rewarded for that.
Looks like Kainatsu is the second boss and of Dwarf Castle, and Dark Knight Cecil is a character who is immediately turned down. We ain't got time for that.
Interesting, Dusty uses a kamikaze on him. Very interesting.
Yeah, not what I would have expected.
No, definitely not. I'll have to ask him about that if we do get a chance to have a chat with him a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely time to eat in regards to that. As we do have Eternal Newbie checking some chests here. Definitely interesting choice on their part. As all of our runners are, except for Eternal Newbie, are about to get rewarded.
And we're in go mode. Crystal at Dwarf Castle. Dustygriff first. He over here on RPG Limit Break to hit go mode.
So now we're
going to see. The question is going to be what strat he employs.
So a very popular Appleseed strategy would be to max up 3 or 4 of your characters to the maximum hit points that they can have, which is 9999, and use 4 kamikazes, each doing roughly, let's just say, 10,000 damage. Originally in the game, there is a refill because the game is so old, it couldn't go over 65,535 health, but they wanted the final boss to be more difficult than that. While we wait for Dusty to eat his apples here, I'll just explain really briefly. Basically, to allow more hit points, there's a refill skip that's built in. If you do about 45,000 damage directly to Zeromus, he basically triggers that refill skip, and you end up with a boss that has roughly about 105,000 HP. We didn't know this as kids because, we didn't have people sciencing the game. We didn't have strategy guides. We didn't have the internet. It was a tough boss, basically, at that point.
Yeah, we just followed the conventional wisdom of press A on the fighters and, heal as necessary.
Pretty much. That is a bold strategy, Bahamut. Yimo is at sea? Well, then I wish him luck. As we do see, we're going to see here shortly, Fleury will be in go mode. Eternal Newbie not too far behind. So going hook route has not cost him a lot of time, but in a seed like this, you can finish within seconds of each other. So definitely interesting. Looks as though Dusty's...
Yeah, I was going to say, a seed like this, minutes might as well be hours.
Exactly. That's true, Happy. We had Nintendo Power, and it didn't tell us anything about a refill skip, that's for sure. Yeah. They would have never let on. They never let on that you can use... So you're also going to see the runners use a reflex strategy with Fusoya. Ideally, they would have liked 2 Fus. But you can do it with 1 Fu, so any reflected damage doesn't count towards this refill skip. So you will see Dusty as he is about to enter the final fight here. You'll see him reflect a couple of nukes, hope for 11,000 damage, and then re-revive one of his characters and do a final kamikaze, and you will see an end game at that point. So we do have Dusty first. We have Fleury, interesting, going back into the waterway and picking up Tella.
Probably grabbing him for as an agility anchor. That would be the only thing that would make sense to me to grab him for right now.
It's very true, but it could have been Edge in there. It could have been somebody else. And
Yeah.
as Scholar Kitty would say, whose butt are we going to kick tonight? And we are about to see that on Dusty's side here as we run into this final cutscene. It's got Porm in the middle. Her agility is pretty low. We have Simbu not too far behind. I'd say maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, at this rate, unless something goes drastically wrong for Dusty, he's probably going to pick up first place on this stream.
For sure. And it is...
Ooh.
Chat, help me out with this one, because I have no idea what it is, and I think I want to know before the fight is over here.
Anglemus. Yeah, I don't recognize that one offhand.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Dusty, not able to get that silk web off. There's a timer in the background that basically makes you wait before you can actually attack the boss after he transforms. The name is Angwimus.
Yeah.
So he's got 3 kamikazes. He's hoping to get this final kamikaze off. He does silk web. Does run into Yang. That is not good.
Oh, and the Big Bang goes off too. That's definitely not good.
No, that's gonna cause because Yang is all queued up there. He's only going to do about 7,400, so that's going to put him under the line. So I anticipate maybe just a nuke reflect to the end here, which is definitely
the only
possible.
thing that I can see.
Yeah, as we do see Simbu is in the final fight. Let's see how his fight goes here. He's only got his foo up to 3,100, so definitely a riskier ploy. That's for sure, but maybe he'll be able to pull this off. This will be the only time you see Dark Knight Cecil as well with 9,999 HP. So take a screenshot. The Big Bang does go off, so potentially some challenges for Simbu
and for
here.
A lot more. Simbu's gonna have to nuke up. Oh no, never mind. He's just gonna re-kamikaze, casting life 2 instead of a reflected nuke.
Yeah, I think he had the kamikaze queued up, but Big Bang went off before the kamikaze was able to get off.
Fleury must have gone into the waterway and grabbed just a 5th character. I think that's why he went in there. He just needed a 5th character.
And we do have the flash on Dusty's side.
Crackle boom, Dustygriff has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 21 minutes and 6 seconds. So GG's to Dusty.
GG to you, Dustygriff, and you will receive 12 points towards determining our grand champion of the World Series of Free Enterprise. Congratulations, everybody. Give him a hand. These are sometimes tough seeds, and to go in and basically wipe out the game in 21 minutes, man, it's something to behold. That's for sure.
It's working impressive.
It is working impressive. That is for sure. We do see Eternal Newbie basically eating his apples here. I think at this point, Simbu is probably in a bit of a scramble. It looks as though, however, Fleury catching up. Was able to get his 4 kamikazes off before the Big Bang there. Tella may be making the difference. You're going to see him re-life up Edge, and you'll probably see some reflected nukes from Fleury.
And
we do some...
yep, and there's one of the weird glitches of killing Zeromus with the kamikazes. You don't get the crackle bang.
Nope,
But
you get to...
Simbu has finished with an official SRL time of 22:21, giving him third place. Yimo, I think that's how you pronounce it, finished in second with 22:05.
Absolutely.
Get your GGs in chat for Simbu.
Yeah, Simbu. So he is going to gain 10 points towards our grand champion in regards to that. And also a fun quirk of killing with kamikaze, you get to continue to hear the boss music. So that's always fun. GG to Simbu there. Very, very close. Coming in right behind him on, I believe for Enterprise, was Penguin Eater with a time of 22:22 flat. So he finished in fourth place. So definitely, you can see how things go. It's 1 second. So 1 second can definitely determine the difference. And we do have Fleury finishing with kamikaze as well. With an official SRL time of 23 minutes and 38 seconds. So get your GGs out for Fleury. He finishes in 6th place. So he will get 6 points. Scratch Dragon finishing in 5th. So he will receive 7 points in regards to... Sorry, 8 points for Scratch, 7 points for Fleury. My mistake. So definitely GGs to them. We do have Eternal Newbie who has eaten all the apples in the world. And is going to now go and fight the final boss there. It's really, really tough. These seeds, depending on the way you go, can definitely be difficult in regards to that. I don't believe Newbie has found the pass yet. So actually, while he's appled up, he is not in go mode. So definitely hope that...
Yeah, he needs to get over to Silveria quick like Bunny. Or better yet, quick like Black Chocobo.
Work.
Meanwhile, Moonblaze Wolf has finished in 7th place with a time of 24:49. GG's to Moonblaze Wolf.
Yeah, so you can definitely see between 1st place and 7th place is just 3.5 minutes, which in these seeds, in a normal running of the game, you'd think that wouldn't be that long, but definitely does make a big difference here. Unfortunately, Kaipo Woman trolling Eternal Newbie a little bit there. I'm gonna see, he's gonna continue to look for the pass, I'm sure. I think he realizes it's got to be on the overworld somewhere. People have finished this quickly. Maybe it's here in Fabul.
Which is the wrong choice, because we all know it's in Silvaria. But hopefully he gets there quickly. It'll probably be his next stop if he's here in Fabul.
You got a 50-50 shot at that point, so. Yeah, cheer him on. I mean, hey, I've run these flags. I tried to qualify for this final table. It's really tough. Sometimes you can make the right choices and still end up in the wrong spot. He's going to be so happy to see the pass there. He's going to pick up some silk webs just for good measure. And I expect Newbie to go ahead and get his way on over to Troya there and take down Angrimus. Did we find out where that sprite is from? I would ask Scala, but she appears to not be here. Maybe Neon knows. This Angrimus, I've never seen it before. It's a dragon, so...
Yeah, it's obviously it's probably some kind of water dragon, but I don't know.
That would be from The World Ends With You.
Oh. That's
Neon,
what they were talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neon. They were saying The World Ends With You. I just thought there was some meme I didn't know. In the interim, we do have Zilch finishing in 8th place with an official SRL time of 27:11. We do finally have our winner, Dustygriff, joining us. GG and congratulations. Dear, did it. Finally, you never have to run another Appleseed again. Oh no, I'm mishearing. My apologies. Whoops, that's my fault. I had the. Can we get him in here for an interview?
Waiting on a response.
I had him playing in the background just so I had some background noise. Unfortunately, we do have a forfeit. Couch 23 did forfeit just before Zilch finished in regards to that. Forfeit vowels are hard sometimes, but we do have Eternal Loop here in the Z fight. Definitely still a chance at the top 10.
First place.
Hello,
there
friends.
We go. We're getting people in here.
Oh, whoa, hello.
Alrighty, we have with us, we have Dusty, Fleury, and Simbu. GG's to all of you guys.
GG's, everyone.
Geez, heck of a race.
It was quite a riveting finish on our side here. Tell us what you thought of the seed, Dusty, to start, since you did win. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. It was. I'd be interested to see what other people did, to see if other people went straight for that hook, or if they cleared it a bit of the overworld. But yeah, it gave us some choices on this one, which I like. I rather on an Appleseed there to be a couple choices for you to make rather than just a crystal start and the jet. But it was an interesting one. I liked my routing on it, but I think there was several routes that could have been fine to take. So
I think you and Fleury and Simbu all took the optimal route.
Yeah.
Eternal Newbie did end up following the hook and is finishing obviously a little bit further behind in regards to that, but it could have gone the other way as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. I find in that situation, I kind of think I want to decide between if I want to keep clearing overworld spots and hope for either a magma key or the crystal, which you sort of need, or just go for it. But the thing is a lot of times I just choose to clear the overworld because there's just, if you get that magma key, it's so much faster. Or if you get the crystal, well, then you go win.
no, exactly. Simbu, thoughts on what happened on your side there? There was a really small hiccup. Can you just explain what happened there on your Z fight?
I didn't notice any big hiccups. Unfortunately, I didn't have anyone low enough level to be an optimum agility anchor, but besides that, everything went pretty much according to plan.
Okay, I just know because you had the kamikaze queued up when the Big Bang happened. I just wondered how one might recover from that, because sometimes that's a tough thing to recover from.
No, I mean, sometimes it happens. It happens a lot less when I have like a Porum to anchor, but unfortunately my Porum had leveled up, so she wasn't a great anchor anymore. So just took the Big Bang and went from there. I mean, it was only 2,000 damage, so just needed an extra nuke and it was all good.
Cool. I just for everybody who might be out there in chat who might not know a lot about how to maybe recover from a potential issue like that. I know you're a seasoned pro, so for you probably wasn't a hiccup, but for a regular runner or someone new might be a little bit of a challenge to come back from. So I appreciate the explanation there.
Yeah, you just have to make sure to count your damage. Don't kamikaze too early.
So one of the most important parts of an Appleseed, I think, is mathing.
Yeah.
First rule of free enterprise: don't math on screen.
I have a big calculator in front of me at all times.
Nice. Fleury, GG on 6th place. It does. 6th place seems like really far off, but to be only like 2.5 minutes behind the winner is still pretty solid. Tell us your thoughts on how you played.
Well, my dartboard landed on Ogo spot, so I didn't know what to do. But so when I saw the hook, my thought was get the shopping done early. If I get apples and a fang, I was on the overworld. I was going to do the hook right away. At 3 spots in the not getting apples up top probably ended up saving me about 4 or 5 minutes. The only regretful play I had was after not seeing apples, I took the gamble of Eblon Cave Shop having something, either elixirs or apples. And I know it was a 1 of 4 chance, but I was like, there's still 2 items. If it's one of them, that could save me time in the Zeramus fight, and it had a whole bunch of nothing. And that was probably about 45 seconds or so. Who was the hook boss, if you don't mind me asking, since you saw it?
Hook boss was Octomom, and in front of it was Bahamut.
Okay, so would have been relatively quickly. I do wonder if.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Eternal Newbie didn't lose a ton of time because he dove hook almost right away. He was only maybe about a minute or so behind you guys after you guys were able to find the magnet key. So it almost evened out, but then he went and dove Fey March. I noticed, Fleury, you went into the waterway and were rewarded with Vanilla Tella. Can you tell me your thoughts? Was that just sort of a gamble? I need an agility anchor and maybe there'll be one here?
A little bit of both, because I didn't have a really, like Simbu said, we didn't really have a really good anchor per se. I wasn't comfortable enough to do a 4-man without worrying about taking 1 or 2 extra big bangs. I was thinking that was going to cost me an extra probably minute or so if I did that. So I felt better if I took the 5th character. If it was Rydia, great. That would have been fantastic. But it wasn't. It was Tella. So I knew going in I was going to lose 1 turn because I can't put Fu on top. He wouldn't be RA1, so he'd go first. So I had to put him on bottom. That meant the middle character was going to go first. So I was going to lose a little seconds to either skipping or shaking. So that's kind of why I picked up character 5. I was a little concerned when Big Bang 2 came out a little quicker than I'm used to. And I thought Big Bang 3 was going to hit before the Kamikaze. So I was kind of playing that in my head. But I guess the reason I picked up the character in the waterway was mostly because I thought that going in without a super solid anchor and that cost me more time than going in with 5.
No, you're definitely right. I was curious because I'm just thinking to myself that could have gone either way. There could have been another edge there, or there could have been, like you said, Iridia there. It was just curious because no other runner went into the waterway, especially after you were in go mode. It was just curious on your thinking there, and I'm sure everyone appreciates it. Just to really briefly cut in while we were having that done, Eternal Newbie finished in 9th place with an official SRL time of 35 minutes and 8 seconds, so GG to him as well. And we do have Aizen Tayama finishing in 10th with a time of 35:56, and Rivers McCowan finishing in 11th with an official time of 35:58. So our race is all done.
I would like to thank Rivers for donating all the SRL points during the Appleseed. It's very generous of him. I'm sure as a fellow Mets fan, he is very used to people throwing things away for no particular rhyme or reason. And I would like to thank him for that.
He's a man in the community, and he just had to give back tonight. So
he did. It was a great job for all you guys all around. Made it extremely exciting to watch and
very entertaining.
Yeah, hopefully we see you Forge Flags coming up this weekend, folks. So go to ff4fe.com. Congratulations, Dusty. You are out in front with 12 points, towards the World Series of Free Enterprise Grand Champions. So you've got the bullseye on you there in regards to that.
Oh,
Everyone
goodness.
chasing you.
Here we go.
It is giant percent.
It is giant. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. In my mind, I said giant, but obviously I didn't. It is. Oh, I'm
Speaking of this weekend, we do have our giant percent qualifiers this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We have them at noon. It's noon and 9 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
8 p.m. both Saturday and
8
Sunday.
8 p.m. Okay, noon and 8 p.m. Eastern, both Saturday and Sunday. Anyone is welcome to join the qualifiers, and if you do well enough, you could be here on the final table next Friday.
Yep. So definitely, again, follow all the runners here. They're the ones who make the content. They're the ones who make the stream great. You can find all of their links there. We might have a commentary link if you want to follow us, so I can tell you about the wrong seed running. Definitely follow us there. And also shout out to our restreamer, Niram, behind the scenes, doing the magic. Of course, his link doesn't work there, but you can follow him at twitch.tv/Niram. Shout outs again to our gracious partners at RPG Limit Break, as well as Free Enterprise and Randomania, for allowing us to stream all of this crazy race madness to you. And I think, do you have any final comments, Quay? I think we can call that a wrap.
Shout outs to our wonderful commentary here.
Oh, appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I think that'll do it for the night. I do believe the final words for the night, as requested by our wonderful chat, are Wark and Quay.